Hello there, this is the weekly Forex market forecast update and predictions. So we'll be looking at the EURUSD, GBPUSD, USDCHF and the USDJPY currency pairs in this video. So let's start first with this information. I would like to let you know that I give free Forex signals on the Mike Earn channel, and if you would like to be part of that, you can join the Mike Earn channel. The link to the Mike Earn channel is in the description below. Go to the description below this video, copy the link to the Mike Earn channel, put the link in your browser and visit the site, and it will take you to the Mike Earn channel, which is on Telegram, and you can join the Telegram channel. I hope you understand that. If you don't have Telegram, you have to download Telegram and join Telegram to be able to be part of this. So once again, to get the free signals that I give, go join the Mike Earn channel, and the link to the Mike Earn channel is in the description below. Go to the description below, copy the link, paste it in your browser, visit the site, and it will take you to the Mike Earn channel on Telegram, and you can join the channel and expect signals. Yes, joining the channel is free and the signals are also free. So please do not miss out on the signals because they are highly profitable signals. Yes, really profitable signals. And in fact, I can tell you for sure, yes, for sure that a lot of profitable trading signals will be coming in. A whole lot of profitable trading signals, really massively profitable trading signals. I'll be posting a lot of really massively profitable signals on that channel. So join the channel and get ready, and make sure you are available to take the signals so you can make a lot of money with those signals that I'll be sending. Yeah, so now that is for that. So let me also let you know that I offer account management service. If you're interested in if you would like me to manage your trading account, you can reach out to me and I'll manage your trading account for between 5 to 15% profit monthly. Yes, I'll manage your trading account for between 5 to 15% profit monthly. So if between 5 to 15% profit monthly sounds good to you, if it makes sense to you, then you can reach out to me and let's have the conversation, and we can get started. Now, yes, I can make more than that. Definitely I can make more than that. But if between 5 to 15% profit sounds good to you, if between 5 to 15% profit monthly sounds good to you, then I'm the guy you should be talking to. Come into my DM on Telegram. The link to my Telegram DM is in the description below. Go to the description below, copy the link to my Telegram DM, paste it in your browser, and visit the site, and it will bring you to my DM on Telegram, and you can chat me up and let me know that you would like to engage. Let me know that your intentions to engage my account management service. Once again, to get my account management service, to engage my account management service, reach out to me on Telegram. The link to my Telegram DM is in the description below. Go to the description below, copy the link to my Telegram DM, paste it in your browser, and visit the site. And it will bring you to my DM on Telegram, and you can chat me up and let me know that you are interested in engaging my account management service. And I'll let you know all that you need to know. We'll have the conversations we need to have, and we can get started. So that is it. Thank you so much for paying attention to that. So let's get started with the business of the day. Euro USD. So we're starting with the Euro USD. Now let's go to the weekly time frame and see what's happening. Like I like to do, we can see that Euro USD has been pushing higher in recent times, and we're having a lot of price action at this area. Is the market is price about to break out of this zone? Well, I don't know yet, but we cannot say for now. We can't be so sure for now. So let's take a look at that. Let's take a look at the monthly time frame. We saw this bearish candle, and then we saw this bullish candle in August. Yes, even though this bullish candle did not cover the previous bearish candle, it's still significant, right? So this might be a signal that the market is going to push higher. But let's go down to the daily time frame. Now the daily time frame is the execution time frame in this analysis, right? So if you are watching my analysis, the daily time frame is the execution time frame in this analysis. So now what will I expect? What will be my prediction? Well, if price comes from this zone, if price comes from where it currently is right now, I think price is currently at 1.17143 according to my broker, 1.17143. Now if it comes from this area and moves to this and comes into this zone, which is the 1.19019 zone, and then gives us a bearish day close below that zone, I'll suggest that you go for a sell. Yeah, that's what I'll suggest. I'll suggest you go for a sell, and I'll suggest you go for a 1-to-1 RR sell. And the reason I'm saying 1-to-1 RR is that this market looks quite bullish, looks very bullish actually. So you do not want to overstay your welcome selling in a bullish market. So that will be my suggestion for that. That will be my prediction for that particular scenario. Now another scenario, if price pushes lower and comes into a zone like this, yeah, if price comes into the zone, which is the 1.12749 zone, and then gives us a bullish day close above that zone, I'll suggest that you go for a buy. Now, I'll suggest you go for a buy. You can go for a 1-to-1 RR buy. You can go for a 1-to-2 RR buy. You can go for a 1-to-3 RR buy, or you can hold indefinitely and keep trailing your stop loss as things don't move. Now, if you're going for more than a 1-to-1 RR buy, I would suggest that you trail your stop loss, right, so that if the market moves against you, you don't lose everything that you've been you don't lose everything. I hope you understand what I'm talking about. You don't lose all the profits that you might have made, waiting that long. I hope you understand that. So if you're going for more than a 1-to-1 RR, you should trail your stop loss, and you should trail your stop loss or stop losses. I hope you get that. Yeah, so that would be my prediction for that scenario as well. Yeah, and the reason I'm saying you can go for a 1-to-1, 1-to-2 or more is because this market looks very bullish. So in a buy, if you're buying in a bullish market, you might just be in time to catch the next leg of the market. That's just why I said that. So yeah, one thing I need to remind you is that you should not take any of these scenarios if they do not meet your own personal trading confirmation. I hope you understand that. You're not going to blame me for your own losses in your trading. It's very important that you know that, please. Now, another scenario right here is if price comes this way, right? If price comes lower than that, if price comes lower than the 1.12749 zone and comes into the 1.11978 zone and gives us a bullish day close above that zone, you can also go for, the same thing. You can go for a buy opportunity. You can go for 1-to-1, 1-to-2, 1-to-3, 1-to, you can hold indefinitely. And what I said before also applies. If you're going for more than 1-to-1 RR, you should not overstay your welcome. If you are going for more than 1-to-1 RR, you should trail your stop losses, right? You should trail your stop loss or stop losses, right? So that you do not lose so that you do not lose any profit that you've waited for, or that that's already available to you. I hope you understand that. So that is that for Euro USD. Let's move on to the next one, which is the GBP USD currency pair. So now GBP USD, what's happening? Well, let's take a look. This is a daily time frame. Now let's take a look at the weekly. We can tell the market is pushing higher. We can see as though the market, you can see the market looks very bullish. You can see how it's progressively made higher highs and higher lows. Well, would I say higher lows? Higher highs have been consistent though. So we've seen one here, and we've seen another one here. Probably this is another one, or probably it's not, and the market is still pushing higher. That's still possible. So that's for the weekly. Let's look at the monthly time frame. We saw the bearish candle form in July. We've seen this bullish candle in August. Possibly market is going to push higher. That's a possibility. So what should we expect? Now let's go down to the daily time frame, which is the execution time frame in this analysis, and see what to expect. Well, first off, okay, let me zoom out a little more and see if there's something else to look out for. Now, I am quite skeptical looking for zones that are quite nearby, because I believe the market we should have proper extended move before we look for reversals. That's one thing that I do in my trading. That's one thing I look out for in my trading. So now, if we're going to look for a reversal at this zone, which is the 1.37472, if we're going to look for a reversal at that zone, then I would suggest that you only look for a reversal when you see several days of price action, like at least 5 to 6 days of price action coming into the zone, interacting with that zone, then giving us a bearish day close below that zone. Then you can look for an opportunity to sell. I hope you understand that. I believe it's safer that way. It's safer that way. If not, if you don't get something like that, you can just wait for the bigger zone, which is the higher zone up here, which is the 1.42404 zone, and look for an opportunity to sell right there. I hope you understand that. So for this one, if price comes into this 1.42404 zone, and then gives us a bearish day close below that zone, I suggest that you go for a 1-to-1 RR sell. Now, the reason I'm saying 1-to-1 RR sell is that we are selling in a market that looks very bullish. I hope you understand that. And also, this is a zone that has held in the past, so we can see that over here. So maybe that would be another confirmation for us, or another way to confidently enter. Of course, the zone was drawn because it had it's functioned, or it worked in previous times. I hope you understand that. But I just noticed this as well, that it actually interacted with the market, or the price actually interacted with that zone over here. So now for the closer scenario I spoke about, I hope you didn't forget. I said if price gives us like 5 to 6 days of price action coming into the zone, directly moving to the zone, not doing any pause and then delaying and then moving sideways. No. We want to see the market move directly to the zone, which is a 1.37472 zone, and then it gives us a bearish day close below that zone, right? And if price gives us a bearish day close below that zone, then we can go for a sell. We can go for a 1-to-1 sell as well. 1-to-1 sell, because we are selling in a market that looks very bullish. So you do not want to overstay your welcome. You definitely do not want to. I hope you get that. So that is that for that scenario. Now let's look at another one. Let's look at the buying. Let's look at another scenario now. So if price comes into either of these zones, if price comes into either or both of these zones, because they are quite close, which is the 1.31604 or the 1.31166, after several days of price action, I'm talking like maybe 5 to 6 days of price action, directly moving into the zone, not moving sideways, not pausing and then moving sideways and creating some range, or just moving sideways. No, I'm talking about if price moves directly to this zone, or directly to any of these zones, or both of them, which is the 1.31608 or the 1.31166 zones, and then if price gives us a bullish day close above either of those zones, I'll suggest that you go for I suggest that you go for a buy in either of such in either of such scenarios. I hope you understand that. I would suggest that you go for a buy. You can go for a 1-to-1 RR buy, or you can go for a 1-to-2 RR buy, 1-to-3 RR, or more than that in both scenarios. I hope you understand that. And if price comes into the zone, comes in contact with both zones, and then still closes above both of them, which is closes above the 1.31608 zone, then you can also the same thing also applies. You can go for a 1-to-1 RR by 1-to-2, 1-to-3 RR, and more than that. And you can also hold indefinitely, where you can hold indefinitely and throw your stop losses. And also, if you're going for more than a 1-to-1 RR buy, you can throw your stop losses or stop loss to make sure you do not lose the profits that is already available to you if the market reverses against you. I hope you understand that. So that is for that. Now another scenario I would like to look at is this one. If price comes low and comes into the zone, which is the 1.24344 zone, and then gives us a bullish day close above that zone, I'll suggest that you go for a buy. That's what I'll suggest. I'll suggest you go for a buy, and I'll suggest you go for a 1-to-1 RR buy. Yeah, just go for a 1-to-1 RR buy. And the reason I'm saying that is that if price comes this low, then probably it's a sign that the market wants to reverse. I mean, this is quite some distance, and this is quite, if this happens, if this movement from here, where price currently is at, to this 1.24344 zone, if it happens, then that means that, that's a lot of bearish move, or that's a lot of bearish movement. So you want to probably just go for, you probably just want to play safe and just go for a 1-to-1 RR buy in that scenario. I hope you understand that. So that'll be my prediction, my analysis updates and prediction for the GBPUSD currency pair. Now don't forget, do not take any of these scenarios if they do not meet your own personal trading confirmation. I will not be responsible for your losses. Your decision, your trading is your own decisions. Please, is your own decision rather. Please and please remember that. So now let's move on to the next currency pair, which is the USDCHF currency pair. Now for USDCHF, what's happening here? It's obviously a bearish market. I mean, a market that has ranged within these zones in the past, but now broke below the zone, came back to retest this low right here, and has continued downwards. So now what should we expect? Let's take a look at the weekly time frame. Same thing happening, same idea, same story. Let's look at the monthly time frame. Same idea, same story, same thing. Right, so now what should we look out for? What is the next move we should look out for? Now let's go down to the daily, let's go back to the daily time frame. So now in the daily time frame, what should we look out for? Now I would suggest that if price comes into the zone, which is the 0.84018 zone, and then gives us a bearish day close below that zone, I'll suggest that you go for a sell. Now, you need an extended move, a proper extended move, right? You should only consider that you should only consider selling at this zone if the market gives us a proper extended move to this zone. Now if price just delays and ranges and just pauses and moves sideways for a long time, I don't think you should not, you should not, in my opinion, consider that. But if price gives us this extended move and comes into this 0.84018 zone and then gives us a bearish day close below that zone, I'll suggest that you go for a sell. Right, you can go for a 1-to-1 RR sell. You can hold till it comes into this zone, which is the 0.82432 zone, or you can just do a 1-to-1 RR, 1-to-2 RR, or a 1-to-3 RR. You can either do a 1-to-1 RR, 1-to-2 RR, or a 1-to-3 RR, or hold indefinitely. You can also do 1-to-4 and so on. I hope you understand that. So you can also do a 1-to-4 RR as well. if you want, or more than that, or you can hold indefinitely and just throw your stop losses. But if you are doing more than a 1-to-1 RR, I suggest that you throw your stop losses. I suggest that you throw your stop losses. Yes, if you're doing more than a 1-to-1 RR, right, I'll suggest you throw your stop losses or stop loss so that you do not overstay your welcome, and so that the market does not, well, not really about overstay your welcome. It's just that so the market does not reverse against you and get you and you may, so that you don't lose all the money that you potentially could have made. I hope you understand that. So that is for that scenario. Now for another scenario, I think I have to zoom. I have to go to the weekly time frame. Don't forget the daily time frame is the execution time frame. But because I want to see the next zone in the market, which is this zone, I need to go to the weekly. It's not visible from the daily. I hope you understand that. So now the daily time frame is still the execution time frame. So now if price comes into the zone, from where it currently is right now and comes into the zone, which is the 0.77155 zone, and then it gives us a bullish day close above that zone, I'll suggest that you go for a buy. Yeah, that'll be my suggestion. I'll suggest you go for a buy, but I'll suggest you should only go for a 1-to-1 RR buy. And my reason is simple. This is a very bearish market. I hope you get that. It's a very bearish market. You do not want to overstay your welcome by buying, holding a buy in a very bearish market. So now the market, of course, may, push higher and just, do something crazy. But because it's a speculative market and we have to approach with care, so I'll just suggest you go for a 1-to-1 RR if you are buying in that kind of scenario. So that is what I would suggest for the USDCHF buy scenario. I hope you get that. That is what I'll suggest. That is what I will suggest for the USDCHF buy scenario. Just go for a 1-to-1 and let it end there. Just go for a 1-to-1 RR and let it end there. Now, please don't forget, let me quickly remind you that you should not take any of these scenarios if they do not meet your own personal trading confirmation. This is very important and you shouldn't joke with it. Please and please. So now let's move on to the next one, which is the USDJPY currency pair. So now USDJPY. Let's take a look at the daily time frame. What should we expect? We have this bearish close on Friday. We had this bearish, very bearish candle, which happened or which showed up a while ago. So is this a sign that the market wants to move lower? Well, we can't say for sure right now. So let's take a look at the weekly time frame. Weekly time frame, there's a pin bar that's still, right there, that has not been, that the top has not been, the high has not been broken. So we can say it's still very much in play. So let's go to the monthly time frame. So last month's candle was a bearish one, and but we cannot deny the fact that the market generally is still very bearish. Still very bullish rather. The market generally is still very bullish. So yes, in recent times, last month candle was bearish, but we can still see that it's still a very bullish market. So we should have that in mind, that is still overall a bullish market. So now let's look at this. If price comes into the zone after several days of price action, maybe like 6 to 8 days of price action, and it directly comes here like a proper extended move. If price comes from where it currently is right now and gives us a proper extended move to this 140.315 zone. Now, if price delays and pauses and gives us sideways price action, you shouldn't consider it. But if it moves directly and gives us a proper extended move, like maybe within 6 to 8 days, gives us like 6 to 8 days of price action and comes into this 140.315 zone, and then gives us a bullish day close above that zone, I'll suggest that you go for a buy. Yeah, that's what I'll suggest. I'll suggest you go for a buy. I'll suggest you go for a one-to-one buy. You can go for one-to-one RR buy. I suggest you go for a one-to-one RR buy. You can also, or you can go for a 1-to-2 RR buy, or you can go for a 1-to-3 RR buy, or you can hold indefinitely. You can also go for maybe 1-to-4 RR, 1-to-5 RR, 1-to-6 RR, and so on and so forth. Or you can also hold indefinitely and just throw your stop losses. In fact, I suggest that if you're going for if you're going for more than a 1-to-1 RR buy, you should actually throw your stop losses or stop loss to make sure that if the market reverses against you, you do not lose everything, all the money that you could have potentially made, or you do not make, you know, so that your loss will be reduced, whichever way it may be. I hope you understand that. So that is for that scenario. Now, if price comes from where it currently is right now, down to this zone, which is the 127.522 zone, and then gives us a bullish day close above that zone, right, I'll suggest that you go for a 1-to-1 RR buy, and I'll suggest you leave it there. Now, because if price comes this low, probably it wants to switch. I hope you understand that. Probably it wants to move lower. It wants to, start making some, downward, movement. So I'll just suggest that you go for a 1-to-1 RR buy in this scenario and end it there. Yeah, so that will be my suggestion for that one. That will be my prediction for that scenario. Now, another scenario is this. If price comes from where it currently is right now, and comes into the 158, if price moves from where it currently is and comes into the 158.823 zone and then gives us a bearish day close below that zone, after giving us a proper extended move from this, from where it currently is right now, if it gives us a bearish day close below this zone and then, if it gives us a bearish day close below that zone, then I'll suggest you go for a sell. I'll suggest you go for a 1-to-1 RR sell and let it end there, because this is overall, in the overall sense, this market is quite bullish. I hope you understand that. So if you are selling in a bullish market, you have to be careful. So just go for a 1-to-1 RR buy, or rather go for a 1-to-1 RR sell in this kind of scenario. That is what I'll suggest. Don't forget, that is if price moves from where it currently is right now to this zone and then giving us a good extended move, not the market, pausing or giving us ranges or something like that. No, I'm talking about a proper extended move. I'm talking about something like this. Take a look at this. Something like this. If price gives us something like this or something like this right here, this is what I call extended moves. I hope you understand that. Not the market, playing games and moving sideways, right? So if price gives us a proper extended move and come into this 158.823 zone and gives us a bearish day close below that zone, then I'll suggest that you go for a sell. Right, go for a 1-to-1 RR sell and let it end there. So that is that for the USDJPY currency pair. That is that for the USDJPY currency pair for this. That's for the analysis and prediction on the USDJPY currency pair. So now, so I want to remind you that if you want to take any of these scenarios, please make sure they meet your own personal trading confirmation, and be reminded that it is your own risk. I hope you get that. You will not blame me for your own risk. You will not blame me for your own losses. I hope you get that. So please be reminded that if you're taking any of these scenarios, you should not if you're taking any of these scenarios, you should know that it is your risk, and you should know that you should not take any of these scenarios if they do not meet your own personal trading confirmation. I hope you get that. But if you choose to take them in spite of that, you should know that it is your risk to bear. I hope you get that. I will not be responsible for your losses. So now, before I go, I'd like to remind you that I would like to let you know that I give free forex signals on the mic and channel. I give free forex signals on the mic and channel. Listen, the forex signals I give on the mic and channel are very profitable. So do not think that the fact that they are free means that they are not profitable. Oh no, they are very profitable. So please and please do not miss out on that. Do not miss out on that. The signals that I give on the mic and channel are very profitable. They are free and they are very profitable. I'm talking about highly profitable. They will take your profits to a high level. I hope you understand that. So don't miss out on it at all. Don't miss out on it at all. If you would like to join the mic and channel for these free signals that I give, you can go to the description of this video, copy the link to the mic and channel, paste it in your browser, visit the site, and it will take you to the mic and channel, which is on Telegram. So if you're not on Telegram, join Telegram, download Telegram and join Telegram so that you can benefit from these free signals that I give. Yes. Once again, go to the description below, copy the link to the mic and channel, paste it in your browser, visit the site, and it will take you to the mic and Telegram channel, and you can join the channel on Telegram. So that is it. That is it, guys. It is free. It is free to join the channel. Yes, it is free to join the channel, and the signals are also free. So yeah. Also, I'd like to remind you that I offer account management service as well. If you'd like to engage my forex account management service, you can let me know. You can reach out to me on Telegram as well if you'd like to engage my forex account management service. Now, you can make as much as between 5 to 15% profit monthly when I manage your forex trading account. Now also I can make more than that, definitely, but if between 5 to 15% profit monthly sounds good to you, then I'm the guy you should be talking to. The link to my DM is in the description below. Go to the description below, copy the link to my DM on Telegram, paste it in your browser, visit the site, and chat me up. Yes, let's talk about everything we need to talk about so we can, get started and you can know everything you need to know, and we'll have a conversation. We'll have all the conversation we should have about it. I hope you get that. So that is that. Just reach out to me on Telegram, chat me up, let me know you want to engage my forex account management service, and we have the conversation we need to have. I'll tell you everything you need to know, and we have the conversation we need to have, and we can get started. I hope you understand that. So one thing I can assure you of is that I'm going to be very professional with the account management service. I'm going to be very professional managing your account because I only get a commission when I make you money. I hope you understand that. So I only get a commission when I make you money, and it's important that you know that. So I only get a commission when I make you money. So definitely I'm going to be at my best to make sure that I make money, to make sure that you definitely make money, and also I get my commissions well, my good commissions as well. So that is it. That is it. That is it. Thank you so much for watching this video. I am really grateful. You can go ahead and like this, subscribe, comment, ask questions, and if there's anything that's not clear to you, please let me know. Thank you so much for watching this video once again. Bye bye.